You know, people have asked me, Joey, why have you started the Lord's Gym City Center in Stockton, California? It's really because of a young man by the name of Larry. Larry grew up in Sacramento, California, in a very rough neighborhood. And when he was a little boy, his father got severely hooked on drugs, and his mother was diagnosed with cancer at an early age. And Larry grew up with a lot of pain in his life. He didn't realize it, but his dad's drug addiction has cost them their home, where he had lived at up until he was 11 years old. Larry was put out on the streets as an 11-year-old boy because his father was so severely hooked on drugs and his mother wasn't able to take care of him, that he was put inside the system, the foster care system, where Larry rebelled and he didn't go into a foster institution. He started running the streets wild. When Larry was 14 years old, he started to lift weights, not to feel good, not to look good, not to play any sports, because he dropped out of school in the 9th grade. Larry lifted weights for one reason. He wanted to get his back arm so big that when he hit you, you were going to feel his pain. And he realized as a very young man that life is pain and pain is life, and he just better deal with it. And Larry dealt with it the best way he knew how, by showing violence, by being, feeling like he was abandoned, feeling like he was a throwaway. When Larry was 22 years old, he had made a mess of his life. He was in and out of youth authority, in and out of jail, and he thought his life would end up in prison like his oldest brother. But Larry instead got invited to a gym of all places, a gym that reached out to young men just like him. Larry's life was altered forever because people in that gym reached out to him, mentored him, and showed him there was a better alternative to life. Larry went back to school, got his GED, then he enrolled in college. He felt like he was going to fail, felt like he didn't have what it takes to go to college, especially to get a 4-year degree. But Larry realized, because of the mentorship of that gym, whatever your mind can conceive, your heart believes, you then can achieve. And you know what? He heard that so much, he started to believe it, and he became it. You know, Larry hit the dean's list. He graduated college with his degree, and he realized that the walls that people had put in his life that said he can't, he won't, he never would become anything, that he could make it. You know, Larry went on and came to Stockton, California. And some of you might realize that Larry is me. That's why I came to Stockton, California and started the Lord's Gym City Center, because there's more Larrys to reach, more young hurting kids, just like I was. And that's why the City Center exists, to build strength and ignite possibilities for everyone. And you are a great part of that. And the reason the City Center is existing is because it sees a need and it meets the need. And that's why it exists today.